skated the pools all up there when the houses were for sale.
Oh, yeah. Well, remember the water shortage? Yeah, remember the water shortage and everybody's pool was empty, and then when they went to work, we just went skating.
My mom was in the real estate business, and she told I would look.
You didn't care who lived there. You just hopped the fucking fence, and if there was somebody there, you bailed. If there was nobody there, you stayed.
I knew when the people.
And if there was water, you got brooms and you pitched in, and everybody dried it out enough to fucking skate. If there was too many leaves, you get in, you get them out.
See if we can find your neighborhood.
Ooh.
There's Stacy. That's about how old he was when I met him, because he's older than me. That's over San Fernando Valley. So you see we're on that little hilltop, and you can look over all of San Fernando Valley.
That's great.
He starts cruising.
God, I miss being young.
He's had his little hand
Oh, I just sounded so old.
He had his
Look at
hand
that!
sliders.
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
Oh, those hand sliders were...
Listen up, kids. Hell yeah! That is sex right there. That's who you wanted to hump. All the girls wanted that done all over them. You find a boy that can move his hips like that, you keep him on you.
You did. You found one. He's right
Fuck
there.
yeah, his hips don't lie. Neither do mine. The hips don't lie, baby. That's my famous last words. My hips don't lie. When the music's on?
He taught me how to do drop-ins. So we would find something high like a loading dock, and just step out and land.
Yeah.
Taught me how to do a drop-in. And he goes, that's what you're going to do when you start skating pools. He goes, you can start in the shallow end and go down, but you can drop right in.
I have a magazine that has his very first checkout. It's really old. It's one of the first skateboarder mags.
And he loved his frickin' freestyle.
Thing is he brought skateboarding to
Oh,
the
yeah.
mainstream.
Oh, yeah.
He did it.
Hell yeah.
He got Sean Penn to narrate one of his movies. It's insane. It's such a
You know what? It's the greatest sport that has not been overexploited.
He was the...
When it gets too exploited, I'm out. I'm just gonna go to a little sidewalk strip and just go back and forth in the old folks' home.
When I met him, it was just Peralta. He wasn't with Puyallup.
Look at that. Oh. Nils, that is very cool. You got some cool sick stories. Mine are mainly just neighborhood fuck-ups. And us building... Skillman's had I think there was... I can't remember if it was Skateboarder or Thrasher. I think it was Skateboarding magazine. Sponsored the first half pipe in my neighborhood. It was Sean and Gary Skillman were two of the people.
We creatively acquired all our wood from the houses they were building around.
Yeah, that's what we did. My dad was a carpenter.
I didn't say that on film, but yeah, that's kind of what happened in our neighborhood.
Well, when my son was little, I said, you and your friends go out in the neighborhood and go get wood and bring it back here. And then I taught him how to build a lemonade stand, and I made him do it real slow, took forever. And then they had to go find surplus paint. They ended up with yellow and red, coincidentally, didn't buy it. They wrote their shit on it, and they kept that wood thing, and they dragged it out from behind the alley every time their friends came over, and they made lots of money.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you just teach kids how to use wood. It's amazing. They can make money. I mean, look at you. You are a shop owner. You are a business owner. This is not, an everyday story. How did you start out?
Well, we did what you said about building the ramp, out in Parkland. And
Where are you from, pardon?
From Parkland, Washington.
Okay.
Tacoma area.
And your skateboard shop is called what?
All Aboard.
All Aboard.
And I've been here in the state every day of my life. I've gone and traveled, but I haven't, moved.
Same here. I stay Huntington.
Yeah.
I have my home base. That's where my family is.
It rains a lot here, but, that makes us more passionate when it's dry. We walk out there and skate.
Oh, my God. It just makes
never
it...
take it for granted.
Oh, no. I've skated in the rain.
Right now.
That's when it's the slipperyest. It's hairball. Hell yeah.
So we built ramps at my grandma's.
Then you're more psycho than anybody I
I
know.
built ramps in the garage, and I built ramps in my room. I built a half-pipe bed.
How?
Everything.
We had a big brick chimney, and I built a quarter board. It went up to the chimney, and then you would go up the chimney itself.
A lot of...
brick, yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
And we would count how many bricks high we could get. Yeah, that was our thing when we were little kids.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, just doing that a long time, and then filming all my friends, and they started to go pro and have to move away to California, and it sucked because as soon as they turned pro, they'd move, and we couldn't have our kids around anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's like everybody leaves. Same with Huntington Beach. Our music.
But then you just go down there.
The music used to be at the bonfires and in the backyards, and then it started being at the clubs, and then they were gone.
Yeah, once they turned famous, they
Yeah. Don't forget the little people. Come back to the old shops.
But so then we go down there and visit, and then
Come
they give
play
us,
in the
like,
small
remember my
bars.
friend had like a bag of wheels one time. It was like not just a little bag; it was a garbage bag full of wheels. And to him, it's just like inconvenient to put them on and stuff. And he's like, "Glad you can have some wheels." And I was like, "Well, can I buy some?" He's like, "No, I don't want to sell them. You just take some." And I was like, "All right." I took them, and then I ended up like someone wanted to buy some. I started like making videos, and then people started asking for stuff. They're like, "Hey, all that stuff you gave away for prizes, can you sell me some of that?" And eventually, I was just like chasing people around town.
So you're the
meet
promoter.
at all the parks.
You're the promoter.
Yeah,
You're the
I was
orchestrator.
the
You're the conductor
And then like
of the
this
orchestra.
it was so hard to chase everyone to 350 skate parks that I like just stood still, and I kind of stayed.
Great.
Here. And now I just stay here all day, and people come here. And so
Yeah.
it's like I didn't choose to have a shop when I was a little kid. I never said I was going to do that, but I really love skateboarding. I knew there was going to be skate parks. At that time, there was no skate parks, and now there's like 350 of them, like I said. So we're really like, oh yeah, show that more.
Sandra, it's all me. Is that cool or what?
Oh my God.
My first real skateboard that I got from a shop that I didn't build myself was a Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz, definitely.
I've got some Santa Cruz on me. Do you want me to leave you some Santa Cruz? OG? Yeah. I'll leave you some Santa Cruz OG. It's not much.
Yeah, they've been like one of the first main brands. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's high.
I had a little $5 Santa Cruz complete. My brother's 10 years older, so like he had that he got from doing a tree job, and I skated it. And that was probably the first board that really rolled good. And when that rolled on that Santa Cruz, I got that feeling of euphoria. I was like, this is it. This is better than baseball. It's better than basketball. It's better than chasing all that.
Every board I had until I got my first Santa Cruz, I made myself.
Yep. And then I got that Gator. Once I bought the Gator.
You and me and Gator.
I got the Vision
What
Gator.
color was yours?
Oh, it was like pink and white.
Oh, the fade. With the fade?
It had like pink and white going around. And it was so sick.
Yeah.
It had gold wings on it. I remember writing my yearbook in like 1989. I wrote not my yearbook, in my journal. I was like, I got the Vision Gator. It's got Gullwing trucks. It's got
Gull wings?
Kryptonic wheels.
Oh!
Everybody who had gull wings in our groups was outed.
I just remember my first one was my Green Gator was the first name brand, and I had Tracker trucks, and I think I had, was it Swiss bearings? Was my whirling ones?
GMNs, yep, NMGs.
And I thought I was the shit. And then when I saw that yellow Mini, I was a spoiled brat that had to have the other one. So the hoarder in me came out, and that was skateboarding and collecting and
all these boards rolled good though.
and my obsession was skateboarding.
Because we're used to like toy boards, like a Ninja board from the swap meet that didn't roll.
Oh, those crappy ones, yes, that just stopped.
Yeah.
And then you just went flying.
Now my mission is to get
Do you remember the
people-
show Greatest American Hero?
Oh yeah.
That's who I was on a skateboard.
Oh, God.
I was the greatest American hero. I never knew where I was going to land.
Walked in on air.
Yeah, you know what? You walk into a bar that is the best, what is it, trivia question? What you say, can you name the themes?
The theme song.
You either mix it up. I have a little bit of cognitive impairment, so I can't remember which way it goes, but it's one of the two. You either say, can you name the theme song from The Greatest American Hero, or you sing the song and you say, what show is that from?
Oh, okay.
And most people go, oh my God, I know that, but I
it's
can't
the brain
think of
part,
it.
yeah.
So it's one of those weird ones that nobody remembers Greatest American Hero, but that was me on a skateboard.
Oh, just the way that he could like almost fly, but not
Yeah, that was me. And you know what? This is
Fly, but not in control.
okay. Well, this is going to be a really weird story, but I have repetitive dreams. Like in my dreams, every night I go to the same place. I wake up, from the same scene, and in my dreams, I'm always in control. I don't have nightmares. And part of the way I travel is I just jump up, and in my dream I can fly, and I've never looked it up or what the deal is, but that's I'm always freaking on the land in my dreams, and it's totally every night.
Yeah.
But in my dreams I like I'm skateboarding through the sky to get wherever, and then I kind of hover a little bit, and then I just fall, but I don't get hurt.
It's like progressive.
So it's like skating for old people. You just dream about it.
Yeah.
When you can't do it anymore, you just have to dream.
I love dreaming.
I'm a dreamer. I dream to skate.
Dream to live your dream.
Yes.
Oh, and I had the Road Runners.
Yeah, the Road
The
Runner.
4s, and then it was 2s and 4s. The small ones were the 2s, the 4s were the mid-size, and then they had either a 6 or an 8. They were red. Road Runner wheels.
Oh, yes, Roadrunner. Oh, look at this. Oh, beauty.
That one there is the Rip Saw.
Oh.
It's now my rain board, but man, it has served me for 30 years.
Wow.
30 years on that one.
Wow, 30
Got a
years.
cell block on the back. You remember cell blocks? Put them
Wow.
on there and like save
Yeah.
you from breaking. There's one right there from 1988.
Ooh.
I have some old stuff. Like if you like seeing like older stickers.
Yes, I do love stickers. I want to take home some stickers from this place, like
I have like
big
a
time.
box of stickers, but
Yeah, I know. I
also
want to get
have,
some
like,
killer
rare,
stickers.
ones I'm saving or whatever.
Yeah, let me take some pictures of your stickers. I'm doing a video right now, obviously, so
Yeah.
show me whatever you want the world to see, because I'm going to put my blast out. I love, my favorite Kung Fu movies are the ones with the monkey guy. Ooh, I love Kung Fu monkey movies. Yay, Bruce Lee! Creature! We hate you all. Creature! NorCal. Trinity skate. I love it.
So these are like little mini rib rails, and they're cool. They're like 30 years old, but what's cooler is the sticker that comes with them.
No way.
So it's like these little mini rib rails.
Yeah.
And it's got the little sticker that comes with it. That's what's cool.
Yes.
Check this out.
Oh,
This is
see, I don't stick my stickers. I don't put stickers on anything. I just hoard them.
So this board, which was like mass produced, was like you get it at 7-Eleven back in the day. It's really rare, It's from like
I still
70s.
have my Endless Summer sticker from like the 70s or 80s. 80s, was it?
So it's cool to get the board, from the 70s.
Yeah.
What's cooler? The sticker from the 70s. Over 50 years old.
Wow.
It's over 50 years old, and we just have it sitting here in the shop.
What an amazing
La-di-da.
found. I cannot believe I landed here. Shit like this happens to me every day. I just walk out the door and I meet amazing people. But you two boys are quite the exception. And the way I met this little kid here, this guy, he's a little kid to me. He's not a kid, but I was talking to a little hippie kid, Munch. I believe his name is Munch. Hey, Munch, you're going to get a call out there, Munch. Thank you, Munch, for sending me to this little area over here and bringing me here. Munch is the shit. And I sat with Munch in front of my hotel, and then he sent me I think I stalked his page, and I saw the skateboard.
Oh.
And I got a hold of this guy, and I asked him about his board, and I ended up here.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you found it.
And this shit happens to me. I just take lefts and rights all day till I get to whoever I need to hang out with. The other day I hitchhiked with a cool old black guy. I just hitchhiked with him. I had to go back and forth. I left something in his car. He called me back. He said I'm coming back, and he and I just hung out all day. And I never met him before. It was so cool.
Sorry, John, come on.
Come in, man. I'm videotaping, but I won't videotape you. I'm interviewing him.
Okay.
I'm from California.
What do you got going
Oh,
on?
I'm from California too.
All right. What part?
Long time ago.
What? I'm Orange County.
Okay. Hacienda Heights, about 20 minutes outside of LA.
Okay, you're gonna be in my husband's area. He's like Woodland Hills.
Pack Heights, all that.
Yeah, Stacy Peralta was his neighbor. Taught him how to do his shit. Do you want to be on video, or do you want?
Oh,
No.
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Yeah, you're just a cool looking dude. And hey, a little story about Vans. I grew up across the street from the Van Doren family's little building on Westminster Boulevard. And I remember when my dad, I mean, I know the story. My family, my sister used to have to wait for my dad to pass out drunk, and she'd get what was left of his paycheck out of his pocket when he passed out, either on the porch or the lawn or wherever, somewhere in the house. He was just gross. So she would have to steal money and take us to Vans, and they were $5 a pair, and we would get a pair of shoes. And they were blue. or maybe white. I think red came along later, probably. One of the two. I don't know what order. But I think you started out with...
White slip-on Vans, I think were...
Well, slip-ons were... Yeah, no, slip-ons came later. I'm talking about lace-ups. When Van Doren only made tennis shoes that laced up.
Before Fast Times original hat.
Yes. No, before there were patterns, there was only 2 colors that you could get. And then maybe there was 3. But it was on Westminster Boulevard in Westminster, California.
So, yeah, it's still where the Vans look.
Well, that's on Beach Boulevard now. And... but that's not the original building. The original building, we used to go get them $5 a pair, and then we'd go up to Thrifty's Ice Cream, and we'd spend a nickel a scoop, and we'd get our ice cream, and then we would pickpocket whatever the fuck we wanted from Thrifty's, and then we'd dirty it up before we got home so our parents wouldn't think we sold something brand new.
Right.
So they would think it was found, and then we got brand new toys because we were so poor. Yeah. When you're poor, you got to steal to get toys. I mean, we had one Barbie between all of us. My brother had to fucking use a hairbrush because he was the only boy. We didn't have a boy. We had one Barbie, so he was the hairbrush, literally. Yeah. Hey, Charlie Davis, Arlington Skate, Mark Lowy, Texas. Mark Lowy out of Palm Springs Skate Shop. Yes, shout out to Mark Lowy. And Charlie Davis, my first skating companion, my brother. Charlie Davis, I love you, brother. Thank you for letting me get on your shoulders on bicycles. Charlie, thank you for dropping me in from skateboard ramps and just letting me go willy-nilly and just rolling down the sidewalk.
I got something to show you guys.
There's my boy. That's my boy. Board boy. That's what I call this guy.
Charlie's office.
Charlie's office. Where's Charlie's office?
Right here.
Oh no. I love it.
This is he lived in Hawaii for about a year, and he's our head department of the advocate department. So KST, OC Coast,
Skating it.
high heel. Right now he's in New Hampshire right now for about a week,
I'm so serious.
and yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a really guy. I wish you guys could really meet. He's really a big mental impact in my life.
Awesome. Wow, that's very cool. And
So
we're
I've got
here.
2
So you've got a little homage to him, a little do you leave fruit and incense lit for him?
Sometimes
It's kind of cool. Yeah, like a little god here. Little homage.
There's Advocate right there.
Okay, can I get a little closer?
I need to find a tape measure locator.
And this is, what is this called?
This is
Charlie's office?
Yep, Charlie's office, head of the Advocate department.
And what's Charlie's last name?
Fulton.
Charlie Fulton. Where's he out of?
He's out of Puyallup, but he teaches. So he's a sped teacher.
Oh, cool.
So he does bricks for kids, which is right there, right up there. That's what he does. But OC Coast is more of a deeper root with him.
I don't know where it is, John.
And KST stands for Kinetic Support System.
Maybe
so,
check another one that has the
you know,
writing on it.
And then he drives an old 1999 Ford Astro. I mean, not Ford, Chevy Astro van.
I
we
love
call
it.
the Hulk Smastro.
Oh.
He's got a bunch of stickers on his van, stickers it out, so, you know.
That's a pretty cool story,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Wow. That is pretty sick that you freaking could tell me this.
Oh, yeah.
You just took me at this little corner because you heard my brother's name.
Oh, yeah.
I love how life just goes left and right all day. Who knew? I would be right here listening to this cool story
Yeah.
in this little old skate shop with a bunch of old school guys from, I can't even pronounce the name because I want to embarrass myself because I can't get that P and the Y sound but what is this town again? What is the area? Puyallup?
This is Pierce County. This is Puyallup.
Puyallup, yes. Okay, cool.
This is actually one of the boards I rode in Arizona when I did. This is actually a board that's made by TGM, and I rode this for about 2 years until it snapped on me.
Oh.
And, this board actually is a drop through, and it sits lower more than average drop throughs.
Wow.
So this one sits about 2 inches off, like an inch and a half off the ground. So it sits like that much off the ground.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So that is more like a luge. When we were telling you about laying down on boards and going down, a luge is just like a sidewalk that has it's like being in a half pipe. in a skateboard on a half pipe, laying down. That's all a luge is. And they do it in snow. That's it. It's just skateboarding for people that don't have dry sidewalks. Basically, yeah, luge is cool. Dwighty Garland was a friend of my my husband that passed away, and he did the commentating for a lot of luge events. And I think he actually named some tricks because he would, be calling out their moves, and if it was a new move, he just like put a funny word on it, and a lot of times it stuck. Yeah. So skateboarding and luge and surfing, are just, it just depends on whether you're on the water, the sidewalk, the concrete jungle, or whether you're in the snow and ice. Yeah. So it's just 3 forms of gliding.
When I first met Charlie, I felt kind of in a weird spot in my life. I was really confused about what he was trying to do. But then as soon as I started hanging out with him and getting to know him as a person, I was like, okay, this is someone I can trust. He's a really calm, he's a hippie type thing. He's got that good vibe, and it's just when he ran into me, he's like, dude, I like this. And I'm his front man, so what that means is I help him with business related, so I'm his business partner.
Cool.
And,
you're the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
You're the squawker.
He used to,
you're the promoter.
Yeah.
You are the promoter. You are the conductor. You conduct the orchestra. You connect everybody. You say, you come here, you come now, you go down, you go up, you come to me, you go away. You are making music with people and boards. Wow. Koda, you got a better story than you started out telling me.
KST,
Koda, I love that you are really opening up right now. I'm glad you're able to.
KST is really a big part of my life now because the whole entire kinetic sport system.
Tell me about KST.
KST is kind of my envision is everybody is. It's just like with skateboards. It's all a board. Everybody needs a board. Everybody deserves a skateboard.
Yes. Yes.
This right here is more of an influencer than a cause. We influence people. There's not very many skate shops that have an in-house teacher like we do.
That is awesome. Yeah, you're right.
We have an in-house teacher that makes 16 an hour coming in, and we're about to have our first seminar here in the skate shop. So we're gonna have a seminar night.
When is that?
Probably in June, July.
Are you gonna live stream it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so I'll make sure I blast that right on.
Yeah.
So what's it going to be about?
What our mission with KST OC Coast is, how we help struggling students in high school, college. We can teach anybody our age. Teach everybody.
Everybody needs to learn.
Everybody.
And everybody needs tools because you can't make and you can't create if somebody doesn't teach and give you the proper tools or the coping skills that you need to be patient with your art. I mean, and you are an artist. You are a woodworker. I mean, my family, is all about, using their hands to create things. Other people have to go to school and learn how to sell shit. But you don't. You're a creator. I mean, I know somebody Harvard trained and he's an idiot and all he knows how to do is manipulate people and sell other people's crap.
Yeah.
And he's a complete moron. And remember your relative that we talked about about the Asian connection?
Yeah.
Yeah, same guy. Same addiction. Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't need a freaking education to be a promoter. You just got to speak.
Yeah.
I was educated at the Westminster Library.
Really?
Not in a school system. I didn't go to school really. My mother just took me to the library and taught me stories, and then she taught me how to break words apart, and then we got into Greek and Latin derivatives and all kinds of words play. And my mother was a really crazy, amazing, sparkly person that just had so much light, but everybody was telling her to just do one thing over and over again, religiously. And then when she didn't want to do it, they put her in a mental institution. So yeah, so people like to fuck with people that are brilliant and make them not be brilliant. It's sad. So you just keep being brilliant, boy. little board
Yeah,
boy.
that's
I'm
good.
so glad we met.
Yeah.
What a trip. What a trip that I would just find that skateboard by talking to Munch. And I was just trolling his page and I saw the board and got a hold of you.
Yeah.
Oh, tape manager.
I love it.
Right here.
So, who all's gonna see this live stream? What is your goal for the seminar?
Yeah, I'm not listening anymore.
My overall goal, what he was talking is to
Actually, I'm gonna keep looking.
help struggling students
Yeah, 15.
that
Find some more of them.
that aren't getting teach.
How are the kids gonna hear this? Are you gonna reach out to schools? Local skate parks in all 50 states, or are you just gonna boom everybody and everybody already knows you in every state? How are you gonna get more? How are you gonna? Okay, you already are on a big level.
Yeah.
How do you actually get to the children? Are you willing to go to schools and hook up with poor kids, or are you gonna go into poor communities in communities like Latin and Black communities where kids don't normally skate?
Probably, yeah.
Because that's the kids that need to learn. White kids already know how to. White kids can figure out how to skate, but like kids of minority, they don't have skateboarding as prevalent in like Asian countries and Hispanic countries, and in Black countries. And so immigrants really need to be turned on to this, and you need to get the young kids involved because it's a great form of transportation, and it's healthy. It makes your body burn fuel. It makes you hungry. It makes you eat better. It makes you. It's a great lifestyle, and it's clean living. I mean, people don't want to get drunk. You can't be drunk and do drugs unless you're freaking our boy Gator.
Yep.
Well, poor Gator, he got screwed up as a kid.
Yeah.
Poor guy, but he was still a badass. Could you imagine if he didn't do drugs and alcohol? How insane that brain would be? Could you imagine how off the hook that guy would be as like a honed? I mean, and they can't take his title away.
Yeah.
The freaking Mrs. Kravitz in the world are trying to say, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. I mean, he's still a great skateboarder. So let's get it out to these young kids. How can I help you? What can I do in my community? I'm in Huntington Beach.
Spoke the word of KST, and then somebody asks you, "Oh, what is KST?" Well, it's Kinetic Support Team, and it's more of involving people in the community and showing them what all entails. And that's what
are we talking about building a board? Are you going to teach children how to, like take a piece of wood and another piece of wood and put some sandpaper on it and mellow the edges out?
Probably, yeah.
And then are you going to teach them how to use a screw or manual, and drill a hole and get a screw through it?
Yeah.
And then get some wheels. Who's going to donate the wheels for the poor kids? How do we get people to donate? I got a guy in, I think he's Costa Mesa, and oh God, my brain is going to fail me. The Attic skate shop. He started out in Huntington, and then he started selling stuff at the swap meet, and then he got a storefront in Costa Mesa, and he does his very well in our community in Orange County, and he's kind of my little favorite skate shop super stud. And I've always, gone and supported his stuff. When he was my neighbor, he gave my son his first scooter. And I don't think he charged him, or he charged us, whatever he paid. He gave us a cost. And so we sent everybody over to the swap meet to buy, whatever, he was selling. And then he started selling clothes, and now he's just a skate shop, and he's amazing. And all the kids love him in Costa Mesa and everywhere, and they all want to hang out at his shop, the Attic in Costa Mesa. And that's what this is right here. It's a community skate shop, and I'm so freaking stoked to stumble in here.
Yeah.
Totally unprepared to have my mind blown. I was not prepared. I thought you and I were just going to be, doing what I do, sitting and talking about, like life. in a park,
Yeah.
but you hitchhiked, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you I hitchhiked?
Yeah.
Hitchhiking is pretty fucking fun, isn't it? What's the worst thing? What could happen? You get clunked over the head? Well, then you better have told your story a little bit before you start hitchhiking. And if you survived the hitchhike, tell everybody how cool it was and how you didn't get killed and nobody hurt you. Because not everybody's an asshole in the world, right?
Yep.
Yay! You gotta come together. That's what this shop is about, community, right?
Yeah, that's
So
definitely
let's
what
just
all boards
make
about.
more skate communities, small ones in little neighborhoods that don't know about skateboarding.
Yeah.
So let's go out to the communities that don't know about skateboarding. Can I hit you up?
Yeah.
You know what I want to do? This is totally off the wall. But when I pass away, I've always said that I want to have my ashes made into wheels. I just want them, poured in with a bunch of fucking wheels, just a little bit for every wheel. And when I die, I don't need a big fucking hoopty-law, and I don't want it in a church.
Yeah.
I just want people to have a party and just fucking go home with a cool skateboard wheel and set it on their fucking wherever the fuck they want. And then just go, oh yeah, I know who that is, and I remember a lot of fucking stories about that skateboard wheel. So one day I'm just gonna be a skateboard wheel to a bunch of people. So you better be lucky enough to be at my party and come grab a skateboard wheel, and I'm very stoked to meet you one day. I mean today, and I hope one day you get a skateboard wheel. Nils, one day I want a skateboard wheel to come to the shop. Thanks, man. Love you, man. And I really dig this kid, and I dig the shop. Is there anything else you want me to tell me about Kinetic support team?
Yeah.
Why did you choose Kinetic? The word kinetic. What does that mean to you?
Aesthetic, actually.
Aesthetic?
Kinesthetic.
Kinesthetic. I'm sorry. I'm looking at you, and I can't see.
That I'm still trying to figure out from Charlie.
Okay, well then what is... Okay, we got to figure out what... kinetic is a great word. That's why I'm asking, because I know the root word. Kinetic means connections. A kinetic it means connecting. It's how you connect. It's a kinetic connection. It's electric.
For me, what I feel
It's energy. Kinetic is energy. It means energy connecting.
Yeah.
Connecting energy.
What I feel like with Charlie, with being...
So you definitely connect with him.
Yeah, I do, definitely.
That's funny, So connection, and look at the Legos. I see a connection between the connections. Ha ha.
The reason why he likes me being a business partner is because I inspire him, because I go above and beyond more than he asks me for. Like I tell him, hey, we have an in-house teacher in the skate shop. Hey, we have someone that's been doing it for 16 years, went to school for it, fought for his to get his teaching degree.
Wow. So he has a teaching degree?
Yeah, he has a teaching degree, Bachelor of the Arts, 16 years sped instructor. Teaches in Hawaii.
Okay, now let me zoom in on your mentor, if you don't mind, so I can learn a little bit more about how your brain thinks, so I can talk to you better. So when we chat again, I'm going to know a little bit more about how your brain thinks. In-house lead.
Park or whatever, went home
Call this guy. 16 years.
Yep.
That's great.
And if he doesn't answer, just leave a message. He'll get back to you eventually.
Santa
within
Cruz.
a couple hours.
Oh, gee. Oh, my shout out for my Santa Cruz OG goes to Jolly. Jolly. Locals only. Locals only out of Orange County by way of Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara, Jolly Santa Cruz OG, bringing it all the way up to Washington. Thank you, Jolly Farms. Thank you, Jolly Farms. Jolly Farms is the richest farm I love in California. Not really, but I love you all, but I did start out with Jolly Farms recently and loved them. So Santa Cruz OG, shout out big time.
If you're thinking you can do that though, at the end of July is when it is. And then,
This is a great little fort here. This is a cool little fort. Did you ever have a fort when you were a kid?
If you were, you wouldn't be the right.
Because this is like a little stash, like under the stairs, you know, the little doorway, and there's a little hideout. That's what this reminds me of. Because we always used to, like, you know, stash in corners and like hide, and you know, you needed a little spot. That's what this is. It's a little safe haven.
This is Charlie. This is Charlie Fulton.
It's a teaching team.
He took me cliff hiking. Cliff hiking down at Point Defiance, down these big ass cliffs. I'm like, how the hell am I gonna get down there? He's like, man, just follow my lead. So this is what KST really is.
Dude, probably in and out. That's right on me.
That's what KST really is.
You got extension.
Okay.
Black one here.
I'll be looking this all up.
Yep.
I might have to have you text me some, you know, bulletin points that people you want me to add from here. Because my memory, you know, I've explained that to you, is kind of nar. So I need people to text me things they want me to know about and people they want me to hook up with, so that we can all stay connected, you know, like as one big garden. Because that's what we all are. We're all just, you know, growing in the same garden. Right now, I'm in a concrete jungle out there where I'm at, staying. But right here, you're in a beautiful garden.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to stay in the concrete jungle for a while. But when I go back home, I'm on the water.
Oh yeah, you got a slider.
Yeah.
I'm all about that water. And you know, it's called sidewalk surfing.
I did $10 last time.
It is. I mean, surfing came first.
But I want to give you something, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Before there was a skateboard, there was water.
But that's why the price.
And before there was water, there was probably just ice, and people figured out how to sled on ice. And then they figured out how to do it on dry land, and they put wheels on it. And they called it skateboarding. And who came up with the word? I want to know. That popped into my head. Who coined the phrase skateboarding? Who put a label on it? Koda, that's your job.
Oh, the hill.
Koda, you ask around, and I'll ask around, and let's see what weird answers we get, because I bet they won't be the same.
That's what a $99 roll is.
And we can't Google. You got to promise, no Google. You got to ask by word of mouth, or just ask people.
Optional wheelbase.
The oldest skateboarder you know, and then if you have, then Google, or Google and ask, and see what crazy answers we both come up with. Wouldn't that be funny? Who coined the phrase a skateboard? Well, it was a roller skate and a board. So, I mean, that's not a big far fetch. But hey, you know, it's like, who invented the wheel and called it a wheel? You know?
We're more than just a skate shop too, though.
But I think every shop that is a shop that's not just out to make a stupid corporate buck. If you are worth your ass in gold, you should have an inside educator, right?
Yep.
Why would you not have one and call yourself a skate shop if you don't have anybody to teach somebody what to do?
Yeah.
It's like putting somebody in a roller rink and saying nobody's gonna fucking help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Go fucking slip and hurt yourself and break your elbows, kid. That's like putting a bunch of freaking crazy kids on caffeine and candy in a roller rink with Wesson oil, and having no guy in the middle with a black and white shirt with a whistle to go, whoa, whoa. So a skateboard with nobody to teach is really like lame. I mean, this is a roller rink that you're bringing your kids into, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is, instead of, 8 wheels, you're on 4. This is a roller rink outside. And you want people to skate on your roller rink. But you have a guy that teaches people not to, break their elbows.
Yeah.
So you don't just send people out here with no knowledge and send them, some tool that they don't know how to use. That's like giving a kid a gun or a car and saying, you might hurt yourself, but you're on your own. Once you're out this door, you're not my problem, kid. I love that you guys care about the kids.
We do. We really do.
I love it. That's so amazing.
Yeah, what I really love about Charlie is that when I roll with him, He's very old-fashioned.
Uh-huh.
Like he's
Probably like that grandpa.
Yep. Go.
Is he like your? Does he have the same soul, little energy like that grandpa that we were talking about?
He's got a very
Good vibe,
good vibe. I mean,
good balance, like we were talking about that balance.
Yep.
Does he got that balance that I'm talking about?
He's taught me to leave everything behind when you feel like it.
Yeah. Deal with it when you want to, though, because you have to deal with your old shit. That's what I'm here for you for. That's why you found me, to deal with your old shit. So, yeah, but you need to learn how to walk away and let your old shit be your old shit, and that's your guide. So you do have a little spirit guide. And his name's Charlie, and that's funny because that's my brother's name, and my brother was my first friend. He was the only person that would play with me. He tortured me. We beat the crap out of each other. We stole each other's crap and sold it and hid it. But God, he was my best friend. He still is. He's my coolest friend I've ever had. Best music in the world is my brother. Best musical influence. The first kid to, teach me how to ride a bike and skateboard that I can recall, or still be there after I learned, was my brother.
Yeah.
Everybody else, was older, and they were doing their own thing. But me and Charlie, we hung out, on that corner, in Westminster and skateboarded our asses off. And I'm glad that you have that here. Who was your first skateboarder? Who was the first person you saw skateboard and you said, ooh, I want to do that? Who's the oldest, from your childhood?
I guess a guy named O'Shea. When I first started, I didn't really have a childhood person that got me into skateboarding. I just saw people skateboarding.
Yeah, you said you were 16.
Yeah.
That's a little late, usually. I mean, to be as good as you are, obviously. 16, if you would have started as a kid, could you imagine what a freaking sparkly opal you would be?
Yeah.
I mean, you are an opal. Obviously, I already told you, about your colors and stuff. But, I mean, you are every color, and you're just exploding. But you have a lid on right now, boy. But like this friend of yours that is telling you to go out and get out and come back, he goes out, but he comes back, right?
Yep.
He always comes back home, doesn't he?
Yes.
Now, you have to go out and make your own way, but you let your girls and your family know that you're always going to be there for them. Right? Isn't that cool? I mean, you got to tell your mom that, you're not gonna put up with the stupid crap of, like the negative influences, and that you love her, and that she's the badass in the family, and she's the smart one, and that's where you got your brains from, was your mother.
Yeah.
You got your freaking quick thinking from your mother. You got that steady, pay attention and don't look up from your father.
Yeah.
Your dad is the one that looks down and pays attention, and your mother is on fire, and she dazzles everybody. Your mother makes everybody come to her, or your mother will clear a room. I know that. But your dad looks down, and he concentrates on what he is doing, but your mother concentrates on what everybody's doing, like you. You know what everybody's doing. And you can also look down and concentrate because you have your mother's brain and your dad's brain. And you are that balance that I told you that you got to get, at that level that you got to get up each of them. When you find both of those, you're going to be unstoppable. And you're going to be more insane than anybody. You're going to be, you're going to have a lot of momentum, and you're going to you're just going to keep going more forward, but always come back.
Yeah.
Come back to your roots and let your girls know that you got their back. And your mom needs to know that you got her back because you're a man now. And you need to let your mom know that she did everything awesome, because girls need to know that, and so do your sisters.
Yeah. There was another one I went to.
I'm gonna just say I'm so stoked to meet you. Koda, you were the reason for me to be on this trip today. I mean, this whole trip. I keep telling everybody you're the greatest one so far, but life just keeps getting greater.
Yeah.
Who you calling?
I'm calling Charlie and see if he'll pick up the phone.
Yeah, because it's
all the snowboarding stuff.
I'll probably leave
do you
him.
have his favorite decks in general? No,
Can't even get it right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some stuff is running out. That's one thing. They suck.
Hey, Charlie, I want to know how your New Hampshire trip's going. I hope you get there safe, and I hope you can bring back Cooper. I'm really excited to see him. I will be catching up with Brother Tobes, probably Wednesday, going up there and mowing his lawn, taking care of him. I need to get in contact with him again. Johnny on Tuesday, taking out trash, taking him Petco, stuff like that. So we'll talk about that more later. Hopefully your trip's going well, man. And I've got some stuff to tell you when you get back when you call me. So, aloha.
Aloha. Hey, shout out to my friend Nicole Humphrey from by way of Westminster, California. She made babies in Hawaii, and they are beautiful Hawaiian babies.
gosh,
Nicole Humphrey made some beautiful babies, and she's one of my spirit people. She is one of the most spiritual people out of my neighborhood. Not the most, but she's one of them. Nicole Humphrey, she is a good part of my base. Great part of my foundation. Yeah. She was a loose cannon, and now she's in control. She's fiery like you. She's opal. She's colory. She got lots of boom. Like you. Simmering pot. That's you, baby. You know? You're that volcano under the water. But you are surrounded by blue water, kid. You are very... It's going to rock you. That water's going to rock you for the rest of your life, and you're just going to go with the flow. You're going to get to Hawaii, and you're going to get on that water, and you're going to be in a little boat, and you're going to get rocked like a little baby, real gentle. And then you're going to get shook up like a big old fisherman. And then it's going to get calm again, and you're going to be so in control of your life. Your momentum is going to be amazing. Just remember the word momentum. And just keep working with wood. And get indoors and become a finish carpenter. You don't want to be a framer, and you don't want to work on a fucking scaffold. That's for fucking the stupid people that aren't freaking honed in their skills, or the acrobats. And unless you're an acrobat or you want to be unemployed half of the year, you want to go in and be a finish carpenter. And then you want to become a freaking superintendent of a large freaking outfit that donates wood to kids. And you get in touch with some contractors in your community, and you will get wood out the ass. Literally. They will drop wood on your fucking front door, or you will just be able to go say, hey man, can I have scraps? And they'll say, hell yeah. You find yourself a contractor, and then you get in with them, and then you get yourself a job. You start out just helping kids, and they will say, I need that energy. I need that compassion on my team. And when you are ready to build that resume, you're going to call me, and we are going to make you such a fat stack. Nobody's going to know where the fuck you started or where the fuck you ended, but they're going to know where the fuck you are. And they're going to go fucking looking for you. Okay? That's why you had to meet me, babe.
Yeah, bullet is what they make.
Because you needed to just know that you're fucking a boiling fucking... Remember when I was doing the SpongeBob thing? Mm-hmm. You need to open the lid, Patrick.
Yeah.
Literally. SpongeBob is jumping all over the place going, just open the lid! That's the message. Yep. The lid, Patrick. You need to wake up, Patrick. Open the lid. Are you going to open the lid, Patrick?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Let it loose. Let it go, babe. Just explode. Just come out of the water and be a volcano. And then come back down to your family and simmer out. And just rock with the water. Just rock with that water, even if you're just in a goddamn bathtub. I don't care if you wait for it to rain and you stand near the gutter and get splashed by a car that drives by. You stay by the water because you're a water boy. Okay?
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger.
I'm going to turn off now. Is there anything you want to tell me or anybody else? I'm going to go bye. Hey, bye. You guys, thank you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want me to say? Because I'm at 48 minutes and I'm about out of...
48 minutes? Wow.
Yeah.
I want to say peace and love and happiness.
Anybody in California?
In California?
Or Dallas?
Down in Texas?
Texas?
Not
Palm
even,
Springs?
I want to say America is not just the United States of America. There's also Canada is America.
Yeah,
North
yes.
America,
Well, it's North America.
Central America.
I'm just saying, my people are kind of in
Americas.
Orange County, and
Peace to all the Americans.
of course, I love it. Love it. But do you have a skate shop in California that you want to say hi to?
Ooh.
That's what I'm asking. Is there somebody in California
but if there's
that
one out there,
that you
look
want?
up shopallaboard@gmail.com and shout me out and give me a message, and I'll work with you. Any skate shop. Could
Okay,
be right here.
I'm gonna hook you up with my my brother Charlie, his friend Mark Lowy, he's out of Texas, but he's also in Palm Springs. He's in other places. He's all over the court. He likes hockey, and his daughters play hockey. So Mark makes some badass girls that know how to skate. So yeah, and then I've got a guy out of Huntington. His name's Matt at the Attic in Costa Mesa, and we're gonna get you guys, at least you three, hooked up for sure. I'm not gonna be weird, but I'm just gonna hook you three up. Little triangle, 3 boards, 3 boards make a triangle.
Thank you for that.
Peace, man. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
I'm so honored to be in your shop, and thank you for showing me your old shit, dude. The old shit is amazing.
Thank you.
God, the spirit and the energy in this room, not the spirit, I didn't mean spirit, I meant like the energy, the vibe in here is so cool and chill. It's just, I just want to sit and have a picnic. Oh, let's see the Gucci gang. Oh, God, is that for the white kids that wear gold
Shout out to
chains?
Selma Hayek out in Yelm.
Oh,
She's married to the guy that owns Gucci.
I love it.
She's in Yelm, Washington. Shout out to
Wow.
Selma. Hey, Selma, if you see our little shop, come build us a ramp.
Aha. Woohoo. All right. Hey, we have a little skateboarder in the house.
Yeah.
Do you skateboard?
The fingerboards for sure. I saw him doing that.
Do you have a
Little
fingerboard?
deck? Yeah.
Tech deck?
He's into BMX.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you like 2 wheels. You're a daredevil.
What about him?
Like Evil
Like this?
Knievel.
You do this one?
Ooh.
He'll like my drift trike. I
Those
have
are
one
cool.
right here
You ever seen one of
in
these?
his house.
What
These
is
are
that?
rare.
What is that?
It's a drift trike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
That's
see
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in it.
Ah.
They put like that one over there.
So what is it? It drifts?
Yeah, it drifts.
Those ones hold boards. That's why they're special.
Oh. Whoa.
That's what I was trying to say. We're more than just a skate shop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's mine. Razor actually sent me that.
Those, right?
Oh, for real?
Razor Worldwide, the one that makes scooters.
Yeah, the scooters. I was telling you about my buddy from the attic that dialed my son in with the scooter.
That's crazy, man.
God. Everybody's connected.
You seen the-
It's a big garden.
The skateboards where they were like snowboards. Those are crazy.
I was just explaining to him that, if you're in snow, you glide. If you're in water, you surf. If you're in the concrete jungle, you skate.
I had skis when I was from the 80s. And in the wintertime, I took my rainy board that I have at home and I took my wheels off, put the skis on there. And when we had the big snowstorm out there, I made a video about it, skiing and stuff.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah,
That's
I
cool.
do everything pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that thing out when I go to the beach next. I'm gonna take that, borrow that from Seth, and then get the rest of the components and then bring it back here. And that thing will be on sale for like $400 for the components to it. Because there's a shop. Shout out to them, by the way, Ocean Shores, Kite. They sell boards to complete all that. I love that.
That's very cool.
We're a skate shop of
Makes
many
you a better
kinds.
person, too. Good?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So that's how you stay
show.
chill.
I'm actually sponsored by this company that makes the boards. That's
my job.
Oh, for
When everybody else is freaking out at work,
I love that grain.
It's gonna be alright.
relax. We got this. We've done it plenty of times.
Yeah, you probably don't say calm down too often,
Nope.
but you say it's gonna be okay.
We got it.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your favorite wood? I have my favorite wood. What is your favorite wood?
Wood?
Tree.
What is it?
What favorite wood? What is your favorite wood?
I like,
One thing that makes
well, obviously Canadian maple for skateboards, but I like teak.
Mhm.
It's pretty good wood.
For the flex.
To me, it's like you can make like a nice little box out of it to put jewelry or something.
No, for decks.
Oh, for a skateboard,
Yeah.
it's Canadian maple, 100%.
Maple.
Yeah, that's like the best wood. It's always gonna come back to that.
See, we didn't know what we had
Right
when
above
we
the
were
Great
kids. I
Lakes,
mean,
up in Quebec, Canada, right above
Quebec.
the Great Lakes.
But you know where you're gonna find some really great woods is, okay, Stradivarius. The story about Stradivarius and guitars and wood, and the reason wood is stronger
Okay.
and when it gets bigger, it'll get more flexible if it is in hotter weather. If it is in colder weather, it's going to be contracted all the time. So it's going to be more dense, like a,
625 followers on Instagram.
it's going to be tight. But when it gets heat, it's going to expand, so it's going to get weak. So when there is a deep freeze for years and years, like in the time of Stradivarius making where he made his violins. I believe it was very cold. There had been a gnarly frost for years and years, and that's where he got the wood. So that wood was so tight. So when you see guitars, like you go, I've gone a lot of times to the NAM show, National Association of Music Merchants, and you look at the wood on the guitars and the instruments, and you see the grain is amazing. You just see the knots in it that have just been smoothed out. But what you see is the how dense that is, and when those it's all dense. But you're gonna get a better like you're gonna get more strength and less bend. So when you want more flex, you're gonna go with cold and heat for wood.
Like maybe bamboo or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean you need to flex. So, yeah. I mean, you don't want to use alder wood because that'll knock you upside the head because that's a really strong wood. But you don't want to break every board you have. So you need to find the perfect balance.
Some people don't. I guess there's like different like flexes.
Yeah.
There's like
Well, I mean, it depends on are you going downhill or are you going up?
Yeah.
Depends on what your deal is. Are you going to do 360s or?
To Canadian maple, like with
awesome.
Doing tricks downstairs and like for waterproof glue between each ply of veneer. You want veneer to be Canadian maple always. Like it always comes back to it.
Awesome. Glad to hear this. I've never asked anybody this question before.
We've tried.
But I know a lot about wood.
We've tried everything, and it always comes back to Canadian maple. And it might get shipped to China. It might get put together there, but it comes back to us, and we sell it.
Thanks again, man.
Yeah, thanks for checking.
His family sells wood out of Sweden. They have forest in Sweden, so we kind of know a little bit about wood.
Yeah.
And I used to work with a company that made custom furniture, so they made wood. And my dad was a carpenter. In a three-car garage wood shop woodworking palace. So yeah, wood is important. Girls love wood and boys love wood. We all want to touch the wood, right?
Yeah, for me it's like Canadian maple.
I just like to go against the grain. That's my problem. Is I always want to go against the fucking grain.
But for longboards, it could be some flex.
Yeah. You gotta have some flex in the middle for a longboard because you don't want to go flying Greatest American Hero.
Like where it's rough on the cement, you want it to actually bend instead of your body. Like,
and that of course has to do with your bigger wheels, smaller wheels. I'm hoping kids are going to be listening to this, so I'm glad you're teaching kids something about.
How long are you at so far? Got an hour? Is an hour on there yet?
Almost. I'm at 57. I'm out of battery.
We gotta make it to an hour.
Make it to an hour. An hour and 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Want to talk about the volcano up there, Mount Rainier?
Yeah, tell me.
All right, here we are.
Is it about to erupt?
Oh yeah. It's a ring of fire. There's going to be a lot of mountains erupting around here. They're all the same height. For some reason, all the mountains around here are like the same height. Is that a coincidence?
I don't know. I'm not from here.
Is it a coincidence?
Could it be?
Satan?
Mother Earth is living. She's
yeah.
Earth.
She does breathe and she does move.
Does she have like the same water level as a human body, the same salt levels as a human body? Is Mother Earth living? Is the salt percentage the same as the human body on Earth?
Oh, now you're talking my language.
That would be like weird if that was a fact.
Got it, dude. It's amazing what one molecule can hold.
Has the water ever changed on Earth, or have we had the same amount the whole time? Was there rain before Noah's Ark? Or was it just springs in the ground? Was that the first rain ever?
Dude, I'm going to have to turn off the video to explain to you about rain from the gods and what comes up when rain comes down from the gods.
Before Noah and the flood, was there rain?
What comes up after it rains?
That's a spiritual question. Now
And it looks like this.
Video.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut this one off because this won't be for children. Yeah, people want to protect their kids, and they don't always want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah, 2021, we all got to wear masks right now for some reason. They made this mandate on mask, blah, blah, blah. Our governor sucks. But
you know what my philosophy is? Before we had freaking government that was so freaking gnarly that separated us this hardcore, all the world is so separated. First, it was separated by religion. What did we have before people started doing the religion thing and saying, I'm God here, I'm God here, I'm the God, no, I know God, no, my God, I got the God. We were just spiritual in a garden. We were not divided. we intermingled, we touched, we
we're,
talked, we went from
human
village to
beings
village, we traveled
with
and we came
spirit?
back.
Or do you think we're
But now
spiritual
people
beings?
just scatter and they want to be in their own groups and they want to go away from their roots. But you need to tend to your roots. If your roots are bad, you pick the bad leaves off, you clean the plant, and you water the roots and give it the nutrition it needs. And that's your family, that's your community, that's your city, that's your country, that's your world. That's your ocean. I mean, if you don't take care of the ocean and you kill all the oxygen plants, then the world dies.
Yes, Seth is working. Hi.
What's up, man? I come in there, I was really like the paint, remember? And you told me that you only like the smell of paint when you were running through the tops. Do you remember that? Anyway, I'm just getting back around Washington. You
Smell of paint?
recognized me.
Smell of paint? Running from the cops? What the heck?
I looked on your website and I saw that, are you guys letting people in the store now, or what, or are you not letting people in the store?
Yeah, we let people in the store, but we don't smell paint anymore. I don't know if we're running from the cops, but...
No, you never sold paint. We were just talking one day. You never sold paint. I was trying to come in and get the deck. I didn't get a deck in my butt, used to, but I thought it was on the website, it was like, oh yeah, you guys have a locker system, so I didn't know if I could come in and like try to put a deck together.
Yeah,
I gotta
we'll be
get-
open until 8 o'clock.
DVS! Wow, I haven't seen DVS since the 90s. I mean, wow, DVS, that's going back.
You don't smoke?
I don't smoke pot. I don't drink.
Oh, wow.
And for whatever reason, that was my stress relief my whole life until now.
Oh, wow.
This year. I'm in chiller than I used to be.
Even
Without
more chill?
drinking.
Yeah, I hear
Which
you.
is weird.
I haven't drank or drugged in like 20 years. But I
That's
used
right
to
on.
always do it. I'm
Oh, the 80s. Oh,
recovery. But
right on. Glad you are.
It's gonna take this long. But,
Yeah, I survived the 80s.
Okay.
Barely got out of those 90s. But I'm here. I'm sober. It's good. Nice.
Yeah, I'm thankful.
And then what do you think of this?
Hey, you're a pleasure, man. You're really a great vibe. I just want to sit down and have a picnic and not leave. I really do.
Well, you bring the food and we'll how about this? Whatever you want to eat, your treat.
Okay, I'll come back. Can I come back?
Does that sound like a plan?
All right, I'll be back. What do you like to eat?
Your treat, whatever you want.
Okay, I'll think of something. I'll be back. It might be dessert because I'm really into desserts
Oh gosh, you gotta
and
go
smoothies. We're gonna get a smoothie around here. Is there just somebody that has a blender and some fruit, or
don't
is there a
know.
fruit stand,
I
or
wish that sounds amazing.
I don't know why. I mean, I just want to put fruit in a blender and drink it, and vegetables. I just want fruits and vegetables in a blender. Banana, strawberry, blah, blah, blah.
That'd be good.
Ice cream. Aw. Yeah, that's what I live on, is smoothies. That's cool. Vans. That's Van Doren. Old school. Vans off the wall since 1966. That's the year Charlie was born. I was born in 69. Yeah, that was old school Westminster, California. Back, shout out. Van Doren family. Woohoo! Oh, then with Vans, I have to get a shout out to Dallas for Oliver Peck at Deep Arm Tattoo.
Look inside.
Oh, that's cool. That's funny that guy was telling me to play that song the other day.
Yeah.
And why would I see a Nightmare Before Christmas shoe? That's weird.
I know.
A coincidence? Yes, life is weird.
Think not.
I think life is weird. Oh, I love your merch. I love it. Nils, come here. Let's look at their merch.
I know another guy named Nels.
No way.
What's that?
NILS.
Oh, that's cool.
He's N-E-L-S.
Yeah.
Nels.
I'm Nils. NILS.
Okay.
You know, I'm really
He
not.
goes by Gnarls.
Gnarls, that's cool.
That's what his nickname is, Gnarls.
That's cool. Do you have any women small?
We don't say either Nils or Nels. We say
Okay, Gnarls. I mean, I call you Gnarls in sometime.
Gnarls in charge.
Gnarls in charge. I love it, Nils. Gnarls in charge. Nils in charge.
Instead of
Charles
See,
in charge.
I used to have an NWA sticker on my Nils without a kid.
This is great.
Straight out of HB.
Huntington Beach High School, the very best skate spot with the natural.
Oh, Huntington Beach. That's where my kids went to high school.
Yeah.
Huntington Beach High School. Their surf team.
Got the bank defense.
Yeah, oh, you can skate all over Huntington Beach.
Valley, all we did was we went out to all the elementary schools because they always had the flat, and then they had the berms,
Yep.
and then the fences, and we'd actually go and broom it all off when they were closed on the weekends, and we'd skate at all the
See?
different.
They got
at
a
all
free
the
sweep.
schools.
They
Yeah.
swept it for free.
And they keep those streets so smooth. Oh yeah, there's some great stories about skateboarding in Huntington Beach.
Huntington Beach,
With
I
my
think-
kid, my
anyone
son,
asks, I say that's pretty much where skateboarding was invented.
my son,
For me, it was San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
my son, the ladies, the Nazi blonde Escalade moms at Smith and Dwyer used to freak out because my husband passed away and I had a young girl and a young boy and a longboard that was their dad's. And when he passed away, we had to figure out transportation, and I had to be at work, and they had to be at school. So he put her on the nose of his dad's longboard, of their dad's longboard, and he skated her all the way from PCH and Huntington Street, in Alabama, which is right there, like just by the pier, just south of the pier, behind the Hyatt and the Hilton.
Some
over there.
wildness on that Huntington Beach pier.
Huntington Beach used to be run by bikers. Sunset Beach was crazy. So he rode her on the nose of a longboard to and from school every day. And people used to freak out on me, and I just go, she's so close to the ground. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Her brother's going to fall on her? She's not going to die. She's like an inch from the ground. I mean, a car is not going to run a kid over because he's not going to go whip around a corner. He's a smart kid. I taught him how to skate, and nothing bad ever happened.
Probably pretty safe, actually.
Yeah.
Probably safer than a car.
Yeah, less engine power. Yeah, it was great.
Definitely, skateboarding is safer than what people think.
Definitely.
People think that it's unsafe, but you're actually ready. The skateboard protects you from the ground. The ground is what hurts you. The skateboard's not going to hurt you.
Gravity.
The further up you get,
Gravity.
the harder you get hurt. When you're down at the ground, I mean, you can only go so far. It's great.
I think that kids learn balance. Even more than that, skateboarding means a lot more than just kids balancing and doing tricks. To me, they learn like how to have confidence.
Confidence, yes.
Learn how to
sparkle. They need to sparkle. We all need to
you
sparkle.
Need to be a kid. Like,
you need to be free.
People always say like
No
kids are the
rules, no
future,
boundaries.
and
Just
kids-
do
no,
it and fall
kids are
over and
the
see what
right
happens.
now. They're the right now. They're so important right
Oh
now.
my God! I hope you don't sell freaking pads in here.
Sometimes
This is great. Oh. Okay.
you got a little pop socket on there.
Yeah.
What is it? Some mushrooms? Magic mushrooms?
Oh yeah. Hey, look at that.
Saved my wife's life.
Because you're a fun guy? Is that why?
Yeah. Woo! Psychonauts. Hey, well, you know what? When you get diagnosed with Alzheimer's, you learn this stuff. I learned it from Johns Hopkins University.
Oh.
That's how I learned about psilocybin. It's an alkaloid.
Oh.
Alkaline.
It removes the blockages in your brain.
What it does is it removes the plaque that builds up on your brain that causes Alzheimer's.
I haven't done mushrooms in a while, but
But what it does is it shuts your conscious mind down and shuts all your bullshit down so your subconscious can come up and connect with different parts of your brain, and it's actually a huge science. And it's about your receptors, and it's amazing science. And antidepressants are going out the window. Nobody's going to be taking them anymore because they don't work. Why would you hate something forever and you're still depressed when you can do something once or twice with a cool person that's not going to freaking manipulate you like a good trip sitter would and actually help you figure out your crap in life? And you can't overdose from an entheogen like cannabis or psilocybin. You literally cannot. It doesn't kill brain cells. It actually promotes cell growth. So it's just an entheogen is all it is, and that promotes cell growth. And it was Einstein that said, once a mind is expanded, it will never think the same way again. And my mind is so amazing now, where a year ago I couldn't even have a conversation without like everybody running and thinking I was a freakazoid, and I couldn't put my words together. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I was raised in a library, not a school. Right. So I was raised kind of a rebel. You know, I was kind of raised to not really respect authority.
Hey, what do you think about this for Ginger?
Yes, that's my daughter. She just shaved her head. So yeah, that's my girl. That was my sign when I was little. That was the A, and I did it everywhere. That A was my symbol.
Right here.
Yes, womanarchy. I love it. Yes, get that for my girl. Thank you, Scout. It's a good one. Let's make a purchase. I love that. Okay, I'm just gonna fade out. I don't know how to fade out, but somebody will do this maybe, and they'll fade out and make it really cool and trippy. And I love your shop, and I love that you have an in-house team to teach children about skateboarding. And I hope you guys can get some woodworking tools out here and get a little shop going for kids and teach them how to make their own boards. Because that's what we did. We taught each other how to do what we figured out. I mean, we all had dads that had jobs that either dealt with screws and wood, or we had a neighbor dad that had screws and wood. Or if one kid had screws and one kid had wood, then we got up and we hooked up together. And we made shit. We made skateboards and we made ramps. So teach kids to have a clinic right here. Bring all the kids from elementary school here into your parking lot. They will buy your shit. And their mothers will buy everything in here if you teach their kid to stay out of the streets.
Yeah. Hey, have you interviewed other shops? Will you watch the shop video? Do you have any more?
You're my first one.
No, I want to be number 3 so I can see a couple. When you get more and post them, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to have this, I'm going to post this, but I'm going to have somebody mess with it probably.
Yeah.
And, do what they can. I mean, this is...
look really tough.
Well, you are. You're totally incognito. I mean, you're totally like nobody would... You're like the Cobra. You're the Cobra dude. You're like straight when iron's hot. Yeah, I like your vibe.
Like B.A. Baracus.
No way, are we going A-team here?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Pity the fool.
Okay, tell him what your what's your team name at work? You in airport.
Are you the A-team?
I'm Hannibal.
My partner's Spaceman. I love when a plan comes together. You smoke a cigar.
Dude, is this a coincidence? How funny.
I love when a plan comes together.
I mean, all he ever talks about when he talks about work is the A-team and how we did this, A-team, yay, and how they all jive together and they all have these weird tricks.
We're like the A-team. The parents call us when the kids are having a problem graduating or getting through school. And we have an in-house.
That's what I want to hear.
When the kid wants to skate, or when the parent wants their kid to have a little bit more charisma, or just be more like...
That's what I always did. I always reached out to the people that worked at the surf shops and the skate, like George Lambert.
It's a big responsibility.
Do you know who Robert August is from, obviously, Endless Summer? Yeah, Robert is from our town. Oh, cool. And, my kid went to school with his nieces and nephews or whatever. We all went and my buddy George Lambert was the guy that sat in Robert's shop when he finally opened one, in the 80s. And it was called just Robert August Surf Shop on 5th Street in Huntington Beach. And then they moved him into Huntington Surf and Sport, and they decided to start selling surfboards because of Robert August. Where the Golden Bear used to be in Huntington Beach. Have you ever heard of the Golden Bear? It was an old music venue that is famous, like world famous. Like Tina Turner played there.
He might do it.
What about that green one in the back? Behind the black one?
Earth tones?
Earth
Is
tones?
he allowed
No.
to get the earth tones?
Oh, for you?
Yeah, I'm talking about for me.
Oh, you want to just...
I want something instead of what I have for work.
Because then he can like
Carry my
get gifts.
Can you get a better brand? Because, you know, I don't want corporate America in my house. Sorry. I don't mean to be a dick. I hope I didn't zoom in on that logo.
Is it Vans? Is that what it was?
It's too corporate. You know, I like the Van Doren family, but once they went corporate, kind of like Disney books were cool.
Is it owned by like Vanity Fair or something?
I have no idea, but I don't follow them anymore. I quit following them once they made too much money and didn't come back to Westminster and forgot about Westminster. I forgot about them. But I can't say I used to get their shoes for $5. My dad used to draw the shape of our feet because he didn't want to take us all shopping because there were 5 of us. And he would make us stand on butcher paper, and he would outline our foot, and he would take it to the Van store, cut it out, and Mr. Van Doren would figure out what size we needed, and we never got to go to the store. That's why we had to steal the money.
He just passed away, right?
I don't know. I quit following the Van Dorens family a long time ago.
So both brothers passed away now. The one passed away like 3 or 4 years ago, and the other one passed away like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Just happened, yeah. Vans has definitely suffered a big loss because of it.
Can I see the earth tone one behind it? I just...
You might have to cut off a couple tags, though.
Do you just carry a lot of Vans bags, or?
Well, they're the ones that make the ones that hold a board.
Oh.
It actually holds a skateboard. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about it. And plus, it can hold the shirt that he wants to get for your daughter.
Okay. Yeah, I usually just carry a bag that over my shoulder, and I just throw my jacket over the
You
strap.
one strap it? We don't one strap it.
I one strap. No, but my bag is for one thing that is shaped like this.
Yeah.
Do you know what this shape is? And you
bowl?
put it in a bag,
No.
and it has a bowl on it.
Oh, a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
So
what
I
you're
carry a
talking
different
I like
bag.
the gray on the bottom.
about. I hear you.
I like the earth tone, but...
Yeah. Yeah. Next door, did you guys see that store?
That's
No,
where I
we're
was
going
gonna
to
take
look
her
at.
over.
I want to see some Tacoma glass. Is what I really want to see
Yeah, I
here.
think they got it.
Originally, and then I got turned on to the skateboarder. I just
Sorry,
took
I
a
don't have any
left.
cash on me, so I'm gonna have to debit this.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, I just took a left and a right turn in life, and ended up meeting this guy and came to your store and had no idea I was going to be in a skate shop today. And talking with my husband about his childhood skate stories with a cool dude like you, and talking about
fun, yeah.
Koda and Charlie and my brother and all the people we know in skateboarding.
Is there any other brands that your daughter likes a lot?
You know, Spitfire. Spitfire. We need a red Spitfire. I really need a red Spitfire. And I'll pay any price if you can order me a big red Spitfire.
I'll do better than that. I'll get you something better that you don't gotta pay for.
Well, it was on the back of my son and my daughter's dad's car when he passed away, and we had to sell the car, and the sticker went bye-bye. The big red sticker. So eventually I want to get a couple. But, yeah, that big Spitfire sticker was on the back of a green, what was the car that Chris had?
Squareback?
Range Rover.
This is straight from the Spitfire warehouse. It's a patch. She can have it. This is for her.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she can put on a
I'm
hat.
shaking. This video is going to get crappy right now.
And then put that with the shirt.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go. For her. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anytime you guys.
Great love to you guys. Thank you for bringing me here.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
Thank you so much. Can we go to the skate shop and go get a bite to eat?
Yeah.
You want to go eat?
And then, do you want to look next door?
Yeah, I want to go to
Glass
the.
place? Or
I want to
do
go
you
to
wanna
the glassware shop next door, and then I want to get this guy and get. Where can we eat local?
Oh, I don't know. You
Is
guys
there
have
some place
local
close?
food? I'd probably say there's like a Mongolian grill, or I don't know. If
I need really plain chicken. Is all I need.
Like a
Just
chicken
plain
breast.
chicken breast.
Yeah.
With nothing
I will knock on
breaded,
somebody's
nothing.
door
Go
and
back
have
to
them
Fred
cook for
Meyer,
me.
to the deli. Fred Meyer Deli.
Fred Meyer Deli?
Best chicken, yeah.
Yeah, I just want a nice chicken breast, cooked plain, salt,
I would say just Fred Meyer.
little garlic,
Is that up
salt.
a little further?
Yeah, it's like 2 blocks up on the left.
And on the left.
Yep.
You know where it is,
You
right?
wanna eat?
Yeah, let's go eat.
They have like an actual like little deli there, so yeah, Fred Meyer's where it's at. It
Perfect.
has something for everybody.
Great,
Awesome.
that's
But,
what I love.
And else, what was it? Koda?
I have a lady friend that wants to drop.
He's got a let it friend, let it
Drop
friend.
down or drop
Drop
through?
through.
Oh,
I don't think I have a drop through.
Like this one right here.
A drop down.
Yeah, drop down. Cause she's just getting back into skateboarding. She lives in Oak Harbor. That's why I was in Oak Harbor
Oh,
yesterday.
You know-
you're no Carver? You're
Yeah.
scouting?
You guys, I had to stop skating because of surgery, but I just did some 360s with my grandson not too long ago, so I still got it.
Yeah, we'll talk
My
about
whole
that.
family's been telling me not to skate.
Coming through tomorrow?
I can.
It's Monday. You don't have to go in. You already do.
I can.
Yeah.
He's always thinking of the ladies, this guy.
He's in heat.
Oh, he's in heat. Wow.
I'm just joking.
We love you.
No, he's a loving dude.
No, this guy's gonna
He
find the
wants to have a
coolest
queen.
chick.
I get it. I totally get it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
He wants to like give. He wants to like provide. He wants to be a provider and help people out. He's a helper. He's a good guy. So he's gonna help some lucky girl out.
Yeah, we're gonna get this guy into carpentry. Indoor carpentry, finished carpentry, not outdoor rainy, can't work when
You
it
guys
rains.
go check out the pipe store next door, and then
Yeah.
make sure to grab your chicken at Fred Meyer.
Okay.
I'm gonna be here
Thank
till
you.
8 o'clock. If
Okay.
You make it. If not, I understand. I get it. You got stuff to do too.
Hey, we can maybe come back, maybe
gotta
not,
drive
maybe
all the way
another
to
trip.
Bellingham,
Well,
right?
we might be
That's
back.
awesome. So,
I have a
8
feeling
minutes, I'm
we'll be
right
back
Okay.
because of his work.
If you
I-
make it, you make it. But
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock, I gotta go to Bellingham.
Okay, have a good one, ma'am.
All right, guys.
Over and out.
Out.
Over